Welcome everyone to our first semester presentation, our GeoMaths class here at IA Educational Institute. I am Afia Madzimoyo, your host tonight, and also instructor for the GeoMaths class. We have in this section tonight Brother Justin Caffey, Yejide Diop, NC Kwesi Gilliam, showing us about our black spending power. We wanted to show some the math of black spending, and we're super excited to do that. Their questions, which Sister Yejide is going to read, they were given the task of answering here. Sister Yejide, would you read, please?
Yes. We were to find how much of our spending power can we bring to black businesses in 5 years if we start with 10 Aya families who get one new family each year to spend $400 per winter holiday season. And another question is, how much of our spending power can we bring to black businesses in 5 years if we start with 10 Aya families who get 5 new families each year to spend $400 per winter holiday season?
Madase, Sister Yejide, Madase. Now, to let our visitors know, we came up with that. The class came up with that $400. We first dealt with the amount of $700 that was brought to us by Ina Evelyn, Madasi Ina Evelyn, and she shared with us that it's that figure of 700 is the approximate amount that's spent over the whole winter holiday season. That's for Christmas, Kwanzaa, probably Hanukkah's for American spending. And we didn't necessarily want to take that figure, and we couldn't find one for black Americans yet. I bet soon it will be available. So the class kicked around the $700 and came up with $400 as a more doable amount. Sister Yejide, tell us what your thinking was in terms of not going with the $700 and settling with the $400.
Well, I thought that $400 was a good amount to represent the black people in the United States and our spending power.
All right. Okay. Excellent. Now, Brother NC is going to step up first and show us what it will look like for us to spend that $400 over a 5-year period if, number one, we're going to start with this first scenario of the first question that Sister Yejide read to us. If 10 families, say if 10 Aya families, committed to get one family each year, what will it look like over 5 years? Brother NC? And again, we're spending with black businesses. Let's not leave that out. We're spending this money with black businesses. Brother NC, please.
So we start with 10 families. Each family gets one family. So the first year we double 10, so then we get 20 families. Times that by $400 and we get $8,000. And then for the second year we double 20 and then we get 40 families. And then times that by 400 and you get $16,000. Eventually when you get to the 5th year you double up 160 and then you get 320. Times that by $400 and you get $120,000.
120,000, Brother NC?
$128,000.
Excellent. The dollars matter, right? 128,000. Thank you, Brother NC. Thank you for showing us what will happen if each family gets one family. Brother Justin's going to come forward now, and I'm going to mute my mic so you can tell us, Brother Justin, what will happen if with those 10 families, each family got 5 families. Not one family each, but 5 families. What will happen over 5 years, Brother Justin?
Microphone muted.
Okay, so if you started off with 50 families, and each got 5, and you would double that to 60 families. 60 times 400 would equal $24,000. And that's just for the first year. The second year, say you have 300 families, and each family gets 5 families. And if you add that up, that'll be 360 families. Times that by 400, you will get $144,000. And say you skip all the way to the 5th year. You start off with 64,800 families, and each family gets 5 more families. That would end up with 77,760 families. And if you times that by 400, you will get $31,104,000.
Microphone activated.
Ashe, Ashe, Madasi, Brother Justin. I'm going to bring my mic back in here. And Justin said that was some excitement. I'm a little excited too. When we first started doing this, we had no idea about the difference. Thank you, Ina Evelyn, for having us look at what difference it might make. Sister Yesterday, what is the difference in those two figures? I'm going to pull down the one for each family getting one family and let people see it. What's the difference between those two figures? Tell us what they are and then tell us the difference.
The two figures is if each family gets one new family each year, the amount that we get would be $128,000. And if 10 families got 5 families each year, the amount that would be collaborated would be $31,104,000.
Thank you, Sister Yesterday. That's quite a difference. With the work, you think the difference in the work, and it would be different work, we think, to get 5 families as opposed to 1 family. Would it be worth it, you believe, if we can bring that $31,104,000 to black businesses? Would it be worth it?
So the difference between those two figures is $30,976,000, and I do think that is worth it.
Thank you, Yesterday. I didn't mean to cut you off from saying the figure. Thank you for figuring that out, and thank you for your answer. We were saying earlier, all of us were really kind of amazed. We didn't know what the difference would be. We didn't anticipate it being that big a difference. And you see the difference over the years in one person getting 5 as opposed to 1. We're going to be presenting this at an upcoming Ujima presentation, Kwanzaa presentation over the break. And as I spoke with one of the coordinators today, we will be presenting on the night of Ujamaa. We were saying that to get this done, to make this money happen, to make this cooperative economic energy live, it will take work. It will take collective work. And I agree with Sister Yesterday and the rest of the class that it will be well worth it to bring this money to our businesses, to keep our businesses moving, to help our businesses employ our children, our young people here, etc., etc. I want to end by thanking this crew, this group, Sister Yesterday, Justin, and Brother NC. You've done great work. You have done you've been diligent, actually. You haven't you haven't just slept on this. You kept working. You've done what I asked you to do. You kept making a way, and you've stayed patient with each other, with me, to make it happen. Big ups to you. I say mo, and happy Kwanzaa to everybody. Ashe.